cozy little house with a garden bursting with colors lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had hair as golden as buttercups and eyes as blue as the morning sky. She loved her garden more than anything. It was her magical kingdom. One sunny afternoon, while watering her flower beds, Lily leaned close to a bright red rose. "You're so beautiful, Rosie," she whispered. To her surprise, a tiny voice whispered back, "Oh, thank you, Lily. It's so nice to be appreciated." Lily gasped and looked around. There was no one there. She looked back at the rose. Did you just talk?" she asked, her heart thumping like a little drum. "Of course I did," said the rose, whose name was Rosie. "We flowers talk all the time. You've just never listened so closely before." Lily couldn't believe her ears. She leaned into a tall sunflower. "Can you talk too?" she asked. A cheerful voice boomed. "You bet I can. The name's Sammy. It's great to finally chat with our gardener." Soon, Lily was talking to all the flowers, the giggling daisies, the sleepy lavender, and the grumpy thistle. It was the most magical day of her life. But the next day, the magic seemed a little less happy. The garden was not filled with cheerful chatter. Instead, there were grumbles and mutters. Lily knelt and saw Rosie the rose drooping her lovely red head. "What's wrong, Rosie?" Lily asked. Rosie sighed a petal-soft sigh. At Sammy the sunflower, she grumbled. "He's so tall and selfish. He stands there all day, hogging the sunlight, and my petals are not getting enough to stay bright and red." Lily looked up at Sammy. He did look very tall, and his big head was casting a large shadow right over Rosie's bush. Lily went over to the daisies, who were huddled together. "What's the matter?" she asked them. "We're so thirsty," they whispered in their papery voices. "The big rosebush drinks up all the water before it gets to our roots." Lily realized her magical garden had a big problem. Everyone was only thinking about what they needed. The sunflowers wanted all the sun, the roses wanted all the water, and the daisies were left with almost nothing. The garden was a beautiful place, but the flowers weren't being very beautiful to each other. Lily knew she had to help. She gathered all the flowers for a meeting. "Listen, everyone," she said in her most serious voice. "This garden is for all of us. We have to learn to share." Rosie grumbled, "But I need the sun to be beautiful." Sammy added, "And I need it to be strong." Lily thought for a moment. "Sammy," she said, "you are tallest in the morning when the sun is in the east. Your shadow falls on the daisies then. But in the afternoon, when the sun moves west, your shadow falls on Rosie." Sammy had never thought of that. "And Rosie," Lily continued, "your roots are deep and can find water that the daisies can't reach. What if we make sure to give the daisies a little extra water first?" The flowers were quiet, thinking about Lily's words. They had never considered how their actions affected their neighbors. "Sharing doesn't mean you get less of what you need," Lily explained gently. "It means you make sure everyone has enough. A beautiful garden isn't just about one perfect flower. It's about all the flowers living happily together." From that day on, things began to change. In the morning, Sammy would lean just a little to the side, letting the warm sunbeams tickle the daisies' faces. Rosie's bush made sure to let enough water seep down to the thirsty daisies. The garden became even more beautiful because it was now a happy and kind place. The moral of the story is that sharing and thinking of others doesn't take away from you. It makes the world and our own little gardens a much more beautiful and happy place for everyone.